Are you ready?
On the show today, I've been joined by F1 Tommy himself. He's come and joined us, and so I suppose we ought to find out more about F1, what's happening this season. So, next on the calendar is Monaco, isn't it?
Yeah, it's one of the 3 greatest races ever. And a quick, remarkable note back to MotoGP. And the Grand Prix of Assen in the Netherlands is on Saturday. And the first and second free practice of the Monaco Grand Prix is on Thursday.
All right.
So
okay.
Friday is rest time. So every fan around the world has to remember free practice only on Thursday.
That's right. Friday is always a rest day.
Yes. And remarkable also, the FIA will not allow to put the DRS zone into the tunnel. So it is outside of the tunnel again on the start and finish line because it's too dangerous. Mm-hmm. Inside the tunnel to racing with the track reduction system DRS to open the rear window.
That's right, to get the extra speed when they're 1 second behind.
Yeah.
Right? The thing about Monaco is the track is very compact, isn't it? A lot of twists and turns and always very thrilling, the thing is. Where there is the accidents, they're always bad, aren't they?
Only the best of the best can overtake.
Yeah.
I remember one race, Michael Schumacher was banned and start from the pits, and he finishes on the 5th position. And Fernando Alonso, also a great racing driver, and he also last year he overtook 12 or 13 cars during the race, and I think only the best from the best can't overtake there.
I suppose the best place to overtake is on the hairpin bend before you get to low.
I think at the start and finish line it's possible, and straight after the tunnel. When you are in the slipstream outside of the tunnel, just before the braking point, you can do a move, but the other guy has to play with you.
Wasn't it Petrov who wiped himself out on that point?
No, last year was the badly accident from Sergio Perez in the Sauber. He crashed sideways into the barrier like Karl Wendlinger 1994.
That's right.
It's also the Sauber team, and Wendlinger was about 2 weeks in coma. And this accident from last year reminds me on this bad accident. It was just 2 weeks after Ayrton Senna died in 1994.
Right.
But he was replaced from Pedro de la Rosa for 1 or 2 races, and Sergio Perez come back, and he did a fantastic second place this year in the Sauber.
That's right.
In China.
That's right. So this season, we've said, is down to tyres, really.
Yeah. The window from where the tyre works is so small, so you just keep to be inside this very, very, very small window that you can produce a proper lap time. And it's so complicated this year.
Monaco, who do you think is going to shine there?
Depends on the qualifying, because normally you cannot overtake there. Remember also back to 1992 on my birthday, 31st of May.
We've already made note of that.
Senna was in the lead, and Nigel Mansell was in the lead before about 50 seconds, and he had a puncture in the tunnel.
Yeah.
He went back to the pits, but Senna was in the lead then, and Nigel Mansell was about 5 seconds a lap quicker than Senna. And he catches up very quickly, and then he tried to overtake him 4 laps. No way. So Senna keep the lead and won the race. 1992 was a fantastic birthday present for me.
And we're going to find out about the new circuits.
Okay.
Because I'm interested to know about your views on the new circuits, because there's been a lot of new circuits in the last few years.
Yes.
And there's more coming on.
Yeah.
What about Austin? Is that still on?
Yes,
what's
it
happening?
is still on the calendar for 2012, but will it happen? Only time will tell. I don't trust them, you know. There was a couple of years ago, they once started with the US F1 GP team. It was all rubbish and faked, and I don't know if they are on plan in Austin or not. And next year they are predicting another American Grand Prix in New Jersey, ahead of the skyline of
that's
New York.
Street circuit, isn't
Hello,
it?
Corinne. Yes, a street circuit, because Sebastian Vettel, he talked to his great friend Bernie Ecclestone. He's like a son for him, and he say, "Oh, it's great for me to racing on the Broadway." So maybe they are doing ahead of the skyline of New York, but I don't know.
Okay, so
but we have a couple of good. I like China is a fantastic circuit. Even Bahrain is new, and Korea,
Well, we had Bahrain this year.
Abu Dhabi.
Yeah.
For me, bloody good circuits.
Is that because there's so much thought gone into the making of them now?
For Abu Dhabi, you can say they have to show what you all can do with money. And this is, again, I use my favorite word, unbelievable what they do. Martin, give it to me, this word.
Okay.
And fantastic.
What about India? What was your view on that?
India, you have two faces. You have only what they shown on the camera, but when you're moving 100 meter beside, so you see a little bit from real India, and when the ticket prices is 10 times more than they're earning in 1 year, so how they can sit on the grandstand, I ask. Difficult, but the track for me was one of the races of the year, India. What they did in this short time was fantastic.
How do you see the sport going in the
I
future?
see little by little the Grand Prix sport in Formula 1 is moving away from Europe,
Yeah.
and they're all going there where the money is.
Russia's Sochi's on the way, isn't it?
It's next year or 2014 when we have the turbocharged engine back.
Yeah.
So they are planning also in Sochi to make a Grand Prix. We have also we have a Russian driver with Vitaly Petrov,
That's right.
and before in the Lotus, but now in the Caterham team. So we will see what happened there.
Okay, well, that's really interesting stuff. If you can keep us informed, as always, you do, not just...
Yeah, I will
because
do.
Originally, you used to just give me the reports at the weekends, but now, or after the races, but now you're keeping us informed permanently. It's fantastic.
On plan is to do my dream come true next year. Maybe I can handle it and will be part in Melbourne for the Grand Prix Open of Formula 1 2013. I'm looking forward to it, but I have to shift my winter holiday a little bit, so I have to ask for Corinne as well. So let's see if it happens or not. But if, should be great on the grid in Formula 1.
Oh, brilliant. Amazing, of course. And to be in Melbourne would be fabulous.
Yes.
Okay, before we go, do you want to say hello, goodbye to anybody?
I would like to say thank you for listening us all around the world, from Ari in Finland, from Maria in Colombia, for Corinne in Down Under, and all the V8 Supercar guys. Great to have your company, and it was fantastic racing, and keep going like this and keep the fire burning.
There you go. And as you always say, keep on racing.
Keep on racing.
And I have to say, it's been a pleasure having you in the studio. Thanks. So much for coming.
Thanks.
And I have to say, it's a shame, but we got to go. Play out with your final choice of music.
Yeah.
And it is?
Thank you.
Yes, it is. And it's Alanis Morissette. Take good care of yourselves, whatever you're doing. Have a safe weekend, and see you back here again on Monday at 8 o'clock sharp. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.